Today I want to show you a low floor, high ceiling number line activity that involves just pegs and a tape measure. To set up this activity, stretch out your tape measure exactly 7 meters and 20 centimeters or 720 centimeters. This will become clear later in the activity. And then you can decide what number facts you're working on. So I'm getting my young girls to do this. So we're going to start with the numbers 0 to 10, but you can move towards complex fractions by the end of this. Each student will get a peg and they need to put their initials on the side of that peg. They're going to try to peg it on the number line as accurately as possible. My girls Alice and Asha are going to have a go at this activity. You can say hi, girls.
Hi.
Now take a peg each, whatever your favourite colour is.
I'm not going to even take my favourite colour.
Okay, so I want you to look at that line there. See the line behind me that's got a 0 over there and a 10 over the other side?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to put a peg down where you think the 5 would go. If the 0 is on that left side and the 10 is on the right side, and Alice, I'm going to get you to go first. I want you to clip a peg onto the tape measure. So you hold it like that and then you clip it on to the tape measure like this. So do that over there where you think the 5 belongs. So if 10's all the way over there and 0's all the way over there, where's the 5 going to go? Do it as accurately as possible.
I think it's going to go right over here.
Okay.
My turn.
All right, Asha, where do you think it's going to go? Interesting. And why do you walk to there, Ashi?
Because in 10 and 0, 5 is in the middle of those two numbers.
All right. That's a pretty cool idea. Now, the reason I got Alice to go first is because often you'll get the kids who aren't as confident with maths just copying the kids who maybe are. And so what you might do is run this as an individual assessment, or you might get kids to do it all at once, but throw every kid a card, and the kids who get an even number or something have to put a peg in a dodgy spot to try to trick people. So now we're going to see how accurate they are. We'll start with Asha. Now, the reason I made the thing 7 meters 20 is because here I can now look, if she gets it at 360, that's exactly halfway. So here, that's where it should have been, and that's where she was. So that's very, very close. All right, so now, Ashley, you're going to get a second challenge. I'm going to change the number that you're starting at. So instead of starting at 0 now, I'm going to start at the number 3. So I'm going to rub the 0 off and make that a 3, and then you can clip it where you think it goes. So let me just rub the 0 off. All right, so you're still going to put the peg where you think the 5 goes, but now this is 3 here. So we're starting from 3, and now you need to think about where you might put a 5.
Well, 2 more. If it was 3, I just need 2 more to make 5.
I'm letting you decide. Okay, now this is far more complicated. So 3 to 10, there's a difference of 7. So if we split this measuring tape into 7 parts, you would have to go 2 of them, like you said, Ashley, because 5 is 2 more than 3. Now, 720 pretty much divides by 7. It's 103 times, a tiny bit less, but 103. So if Ash's peg is at 206 on the tape measure, then that'll be the exact right spot. Now that's why I chose 720, because 720 divides into 1, well, 1 divides into it, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pretty much does, 8, 9, 10. It's got so many factors. Now let's see, I reckon she'll be a bit far. 1 meter 60. Ah, there you go, you're pretty close. Should have been about there, Ashy.
Oh, so I was...
Yeah, no, you were really close. And now, okay, Bops, we can both try. Take your pegs off again. I'm going to make this 0.
I took my peg off already.
All right, we're going to make it back to 0. I want you, Bops, to find where halfway is. So this is 0, and this other one's going to be 1. So you're looking for half. Asha, you're looking for, I want you to try 3/4. So I'm going to change this to 1.
For me.
Yeah, this is 1. So 1 whole. And the other one's 0. I want you to put a peg where there's a half.
What half?
Half of a whole, like if you chop something in half. So imagine this rope was a lolly snake that you had to share with Asha. I want you to try to share it so that you've got exactly half on each side of the peg. Asha, I want you to do 3/4. So when you're getting kids to peg this, it's important that they can't see the measurements, so they can't cheat. Even if they're cheating, they'd have to be doing a lot of estimation and maths to make that work. So actually 3/4. Can I ask you how many quarters is in a half?
What?
How many quarters is in a half?
2.
Okay, so where would 3/4 be then?
Yeah.
I reckon that's about a good spot. So now I need to divide 720 by 4 and take 3 of those parts. So 720 divided by 2 is 360, divided by 4 is 180. So we're doing 3 180s, 540s what we're looking for here. 520, 530, 540. There we go. Nice and close again, Ashy. And Alice, she's probably nailed it as well. Oh, Alice, we were going for 360. You just got 1 centimetre off, Pops. That was almost perfect. And so now we can make it even more complex. We can change it from 0 to 1,000 and ask people to find 650. We can change it to make that 1/3 to start with and 3/4 at the end, and then get kids to find fractions in between there. So again, you can run it all at once, but if you were doing that, I would give kids the numbers, say 1 to 4, and then anyone who's got a 4 has to put their peg in a dodgy spot to try to trick people, because you don't want kids just copying what the others are doing.